This is an effort to apply our knowledge to address some of the most urgent global problems, namely,
You chase confidence. You read books, watch speeches, try affirmations. Nothing sticks, and doubt always returns. Albert Bandura explains why. Confidence isn't motivation. It's a four-part formula your brain must learn, and 99% get it wrong. Bandura's concept, self-efficacy, is not merely a psychological term. It is a lens through which we can understand every decision we make, every action we take, and every boundary we dare or fail to cross. In this video, we will explore Bandura's self-belief formula, uncover why confidence is not about arrogance, but about mastery, and reveal the steps anyone can take to build a foundation so solid that doubt cannot erode it. Consider this. Why is it that two people, starting from the same circumstances, can respond to the same challenge in completely opposite ways? One falters, overwhelmed by fear, when the other acts decisively, seemingly unstoppable. The difference is not luck, it is self-belief, and understanding its structure is the first step toward mastering it. The nature of self-belief: you don't chase rewards, you don't fear punishment. Deep down, something quieter drives you. It is what you believe about yourself. That self-belief is your invisible compass, your compass that points toward action or hesitation, resilience or retreat. Bandura cracked it open. Confidence grows from four hidden sources, but they don't work alone. They collide, amplify, sometimes fight each other. To ignore any is to leave a critical part of your confidence untended. The first source? Something you've felt before. Mastery experiences, the foundation of confidence picture. Someone training for their first marathon. In the first week, he fails and feels exhausted. By week 4, he runs 5 kilometers nonstop. In week 8, 10 kilometers. Each win rewires the brain. I am capable. That is mastery in action. At the heart of self-belief lies experience. Bandura noted that the most reliable way to build confidence is to succeed at challenges, even small ones. Every time you face difficulty and overcome it, your internal sense of capability grows.
Those pictures have been published in every textbook and virtually every undergraduate reads. It takes Psych 1.
But here's the subtle danger. Failure can be equally influential. A single experience of perceived incompetence can shake belief in yourself, especially without prior successes. That is why Bandura emphasized gradual mastery, the deliberate accumulation of achievements that reinforce the conviction, I can do this. Over time, mastery experiences develop resilience. Failure no longer paralyzes, because past victories provide an internal buffer. And here is a question to hold in mind. Can mastery alone create unshakable confidence? Not entirely. Confidence must be reinforced by other layers, which we will explore next. Vicarious experience, learning through others. You don't learn confidence alone. That is why the second pillar is about watching others. Bandura discovered we steal belief from people around us. If someone like you conquers something terrifying, your possibility expands instantly. Picture a kid, fingers frozen on their puzzle, watching their classmate crack the impossible one next to them. Then the click happens. If they can do that, maybe I can too. That's vicarious reinforcement. Their win becomes your blueprint. Their calm becomes your permission. But here's the shadow side. Watch someone similar fail, and doubt creeps into your bones. Your brain mirrors everything. Choose your models like your confidence depends on it. What happens when both mastery and observation fail to strengthen belief? What pulls you forward then? This is where verbal persuasion becomes critical. Verbal persuasion, the power and limits of encouragement. Encouragement matters. Bandura called it verbal persuasion, the act of being told you can succeed. Mentors, coaches, and peers can affirm your potential and highlight your strengths. But here's the subtlety. Verbal persuasion alone is insufficient. Words can inspire temporarily, but without evidence from experience or observation, they may fade. True self-belief arises from internal verification, not external validation. Think of verbal persuasion as kindling, not fire. Alone, it sparks. When combined with mastery and observation, it ignites sustained confidence. And here is a question to consider. What happens when internal emotions contradict verbal encouragement? That brings us to the fourth source, physiological and emotional states. Physiological and emotional states. Reading your body. Your body never lies. If your stomach knots before the big meeting, if your voice cracks on the first word and your palms are sweaty, no past winds matter. Your physiology screams, you cannot do this. Bandura discovered that our bodies communicate constantly with the mind. This is why athletes, performers, and speakers practice body awareness, controlled breathing, posture, and mental rehearsal. When the body signals competence, the mind believes it. Confidence is holistic. You cannot think your way into self-belief alone. You must cultivate it in your mind, observe it in others, reinforce it through words, and embody it. Each layer strengthens the others, creating a resilient network that can withstand stress, criticism, and uncertainty. But here's the real danger. Lean too hard on one pillar, and one bad day crashes everything. Bandura's genius? All four must converge. Self-belief is strongest when all four sources converge. The formula in action. Now picture Bandura's formula firing live. Let's say you are preparing that make-or-break presentation. 50 rehearsals lock in mastery. TED Talks become your vicarious blueprint. Your mentor says, you've never been more ready. That's your verbal spark. Deep breaths and shoulders back. Your body signals go. Each pillar amplifies the others. Wins make words stick. Watching others rewires your emotions. When your calm body makes every past victory real. Now you step on stage. Unshakable. Four pillars converge. The crowd feels the shift before you speak. But here's the mind's dirty trick. Doubt doesn't attack head-on. It whispers through comparison, fear of judgment, and a catastrophic spiral. Bandura's fix? Relentless calibration. Confident people don't ignore doubt. They test it against reality, adjust and learn. This is how your core belief stays rock solid. One burning question remains. How do you stack these four when life gives zero chances? That's where imagination becomes your weapon. But first, we have to acknowledge the power of incremental victories. The role of small wins. A critical, often overlooked aspect is incremental victories. Confidence grows in steps, not leaps. Small wins produce psychological momentum. Imagine learning a new skill. Each success reinforces belief. One large failure without context can undo progress. That is why structured, measurable challenges, where mastery experiences are frequent, are essential. Here is a reflective question. What if opportunities for mastery are scarce? Bandura provides a pathway through mental rehearsal, which we will explore next. Imagination and mental rehearsal. One of Bandura's wildest discovery was that your brain cannot distinguish imagination from reality. Close your eyes. See yourself crushing that speech. Feel the audience lean forward. Hear your voice steady, powerful. Nerves? Gone. Your nervous system logs it as real experience. That's mental rehearsal. Confidence hacking through visualization. Every imagined win stacks the same as actual victories. Yeah, but here's the catch. Vague fantasies do nothing. You need movie-level detail. See the projector slide, feel your notes in hand, hear that one tough question, and nail the answer. Precision beats positivity. Empty affirmations inflate ego. Detailed rehearsal builds skill and belief. What happens when reality crashes your perfect mental preparation? Bandura calls that resilient self-efficacy, the art of staying solid when life hits hard, sustaining confidence in a hostile world. Even bulletproof confidence gets battle-tested. The client tears your pitch to shreds. Crowd snickers at your bomb joke. Boss overlooks you. Again. Reality hits like a truck. Bandura's raw truth? Confidence doesn't dodge failure. Instead, it is the capacity to respond to adversity without internal collapse. This is why self-belief must be rooted in internal verification, not external validation. True unshakable confidence arises from repeated engagement with reality, reflection, and integration of mind, body, and environment. True belief forges in reality's fire. Fall hard, reflect honestly, climb back smarter. Each round sharpens the edge. Great achievers don't feel less fear. They relentlessly maintain the system. That's Bandura's invisible discipline, the quiet maintenance creating public invincibility. Bringing it all together. Bandura's self-belief formula is not theory. It is a roadmap for transforming doubt into action, hesitation into courage, potential into realized ability. The path is iterative, disciplined, and profoundly human. Begin with mastery experiences, confront challenges, track progress, accumulate wins. Add vicarious learning. Observe models who succeed through effort and strategy. Incorporate verbal encouragement. Seek guidance, affirmation, and constructive feedback. Align physiological and emotional states. Cultivate calm, focus, and readiness. Practice mental rehearsal. Visualize, plan, and refine performance internally. When integrated, these layers create resilient, embodied, and sustainable confidence. The kind that persists even when the world resists or rejects you. Ask yourself, which of these 4 pillars do you neglect? Where is your confidence strongest and where is fragile? The formula is not theoretical, it is a mirror. Self-belief grows when examined, practiced, and integrated. If you found this meaningful, share your experience in the comments. What works for you in building confidence? Your reflections may help someone strengthen their internal compass. Subscribe to the channel. The next video will reveal step-by-step strategies to cultivate unshakable self-belief. You won't want to miss it. Keep in mind, confidence is not a gift. It is a disciplined practice, an architecture of experience, observation, words, and embodiment. Master it, and you carry a power no one can take away. A quiet, unshakable belief in your ability to navigate life, act decisively, and realize your potential.